Hi guys, it's been a while since my last video, which I think is almost 2 months ago. And the theme of today's video is a pin haul because I am an addict and I have a problem and I have gotten a lot of pins, a lot of pins in the last 2 months. A few small updates. So I did see the doctor and I do have endometriosis, but it's, according to her, stage 1. And it doesn't look like there's any sort of cancer or anything in the stuff that they took off of my ovaries, so that's good for that. But also, it's good that I have endometriosis because it kind of explains the symptoms and stuff. It's a weird thing to want to have a certain condition, but that means it's better than having a certain other condition or having something that no one can explain. Sorry, Scott's texting me about proofs because we're prepping for Fan Expo, which is next week. So anyways, the second update is that we had Toronto Pin and Patch show July 27th, and that was awesome. It was awesome. It was so good. It was just one day in Toronto, and my people were there, all the pin people. Scott came with me to help. And he said, he was so worried about being in a place just full of pin fanatics. But he had fun too. And I made a lot of trades. And yeah, the sales were really good. So it was really heartening. I debuted some new pins. I don't have one to hand, but I debuted my little orange buddy. And people seem to really like that. I'll post a picture. He's on my Etsy. And I debuted the new backing cards for these new, and the new pin. This is my first time doing pixel art. So I did this whole pin myself, or backing card myself. And then Scott came in and tidied it up. And so this is our loot pin, designed by Scott. It's part of our RPG items series. We also have these guys. We've had these potions in stock before, but this time they're a little smaller, and there's a third color that is purple, not here. So yeah. Pretty pleased with those. So we did the Pin and Patch Expo. I got a haircut, yeah. I got that like halfway through July, so a little bit before Pin and Patch Expo. So the roots are already starting to grow. I'm actually going to get the roots touched up tomorrow and get the neck trimmed. And part of the hair in the back didn't lighten as much, I think because there were fewer highlights there from before, so more natural dark color. And I can't see it from the front, but in the back there's more of a yellowy chunk like right here. But yeah, I like it. This side kind of bothers me. I might want to get this like more undercut or something. But yeah, I like being platinum blonde. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Though my ears get cold. And the basement here is especially cold, but with the air conditioning on. Yeah, okay, so final thing of update. I mentioned Fan Expo. That's always a big deal for Scott and I, and we are going to it. It's next Thursday, the 22nd of August. It's a little earlier this year than usual, which is nice. It's not going to be over Labor Day weekend. And, yeah, no new pins to debut, just the same stuff that we had at Pin and Patch Expo, but we will be debuting a whole bunch of new prints, which I'm really excited for. Okay, so enough of FaceTime, and now pin time. There are a lot of pins. Brace yourselves. Okay, so got a lot to get through. Not entirely going in chronological order, but I think these ones are ones that I got right after I filmed my last video. Yeah, I think so. They are by a fellow Canadian pin maker named Arcasian, and they're so cute. They've been on my pin board, so I don't have the backing cards anymore, but she does do very nice backing cards as well. So I got both unicorns that she does, a rainbow one and a blue tones one. They're very cute. Got a little space bunny. Another bunny beverage. She does a lot of floral work and it's really pretty. She's got a whole series of these boba tea. I think there's like one with a cat, and I think there might be different animals, and they're different colors. Like there's a matcha one and whatever other flavors. Yeah, and then this one, I love tea, and this is love tea, and you can see there's more of that pretty floral stuff. She's really good with doing monochrome, like single color palette designs. Yeah, so that's Arcasian. I've traded with her before. Her name is Sukari Moon, and she's really talented. This is a jumbo one. She's got a lot of horse theme pins and a lot of Overwatch theme pins. This one's got some really gorgeous glitter. And some nice screen printed details. So that one's pretty. I'm not sure which one of these I like more, but I had to have this Mercy one because Overwatch. I don't play Mercy, but she's still a very cute character, and I like the interpretation in this pin. Lots of nice glitter and just a small touch of screen printing on the cheeks, which I think is a nice detail. And the last one by Sukari Moon, I really like this one. It's just so cute. A little Pomeranian lady just chilling on a towel with a book and a drink. It's rose gold. So was the first one. The second one was regular gold. Yeah, and they're just super cute. I like the colors, and I think the rose gold plating looks perfect with this design. Alright, 2 artists down, 1 million to go. I should be keeping a pin tally of how many I've got so far. Maybe I'll put that in the video after. Okay, so next one, yeah, a lot of these ones are ones that I've had for a couple of weeks, and they've already been on my pin board and stuff. And they are by Eureka Art Studio? Eureka? I'll have to put the correct thing, but she's so nice. And these are really gorgeous pins. I've had an eye on them for a while. And they all have really cute positive messages. She works really, really well with using the flat tone of the metal in her designs too, which I like. So this is the first one. It says, love yourself. Thyself? Love thyself. Yes, thyself. Nice and shiny. It might be a B grade because of some of the spots, and the enamel is a bit shallow, maybe a bit over polished here. But does not diminish the effect of the pin. Still very beautiful. And then this is just adorable. It's a lock and a key. Little faces on. Really like this one. Another cutie. Some positive meaning. A little trophy with a little smiley face. Well done, me. We've got this one. One of her most popular designs, I think. She has a version in black as well, but I just like the white a little better. I love the details in the flowers, and she's chosen such nice colors. She also has a patch version of this too. And I've got this one, which is adorable. Shiny little star that's just chilling, got its eyes closed. And this one is another one that looks very similar to the heart one in the same series, I guess. And I think she also has a black version of this too, possibly. Really like the way she does flowers. And the last one from her, right now I think it's my favorite, even though I changed my mind and think other ones are my favorite too, by her. This one is just so tiny, and it's got so much detail. Like even the house, the roof of it, you might not even be able to see. It's got brown enamel in it, and then tiny, tiny lines. And a little smiley mountain. Like that one a lot. Okay, so this one I just got this week, but it's a Kickstarter that I pledged for, I think, in January. It's got really awesome StarShaped pin backers. And yeah, it was just such a big Kickstarter for her. It took her so long to get all of the designs manufactured. I think she had over 30. Because they're stamps and they're based on Pokemon. So of course people would be like, oh, why didn't you do my favorite Pokemon? And she'd be like, oh, if enough people request it, I'll do it. So got out of control. But they finally came and they look gorgeous. I got the Squirtle Squad, and she's got glitter and she's got silk screening, and it's black nickel plating. And they come on a cute little backing card. Yeah. I'm really happy with this one. It looks nice. I'll show you these ones. These ones I just got this week as well. And I actually did the trade at the same time that I did the trade for Eureka Art Studio. But this one, they came from similar places in the world, but these ones just took so long to get here. I don't know. They must have gotten caught up in customs or something in one of our countries. But I got 2 Final Fantasy themed buddies. So my whole life, I've called it a cactar, because that's what I wanted to call it. And my husband's like, no, it's cactuar. And I've heard other people say it's cactuar, which makes me sad, but I think I'll admit it. I think it might be cactuar. But it's cute. Little running cactuar. These pins are very thin. They're maybe the thinnest pins that I've seen. The colors are still nice, but and the designs, of course, are super cute. Like, look at how cute that chocobo is. But I think personally I prefer a slightly thicker, heftier feeling pin. But these ones are still very cute. And the main draw for me was this Overwatch loot box. Because as you know, I like Overwatch. It glows in the dark and it looks cool. I tested it myself, but you can't because you're a camera. So those are by Leo Ren Art, and she does a lot of video game based stuff. So if you're into that, if you're into like Devil May Cry, which I never played it, and Final Fantasy and Overwatch and stuff, you should definitely check their work out. Okay. Next up, this was a Kickstarter that I pledged to a couple months back, and the rewards just were getting shipped out, and they are very gorgeous. It's by Board Bunny Designs. This is not part of the Kickstarter, but she released this just as she released the Kickstarter, and I was like, can I add that to my pledge? So first I'll show you this. It was the Creepy Cute Kickstarter, and it was all this color palette. So purple was the main color, and then little pastel rainbow around it. And it was like coffins and like a Grim Reaper scythe and a bat and a tombstone, stuff like that, and a spider web, I think. So lots of just sort of cute, spooky stuff in this beautiful pastel color palette. And I'm glad I got this one because I really like the cutout, and it's so shiny. Feels nice. And this one I really love. It's so beautiful. I also have the set of 2 small peeps by her. I showed them in a haul earlier, and she did another peep, of course, Pikachu, and it's got glittery sparkles in the bite, white glitter in the bite area. The polish is really nice on these. The enamel is nice and smooth. Very adorable. Happy to receive those. Okay. This one I've had for a while. Scott and I went to Bit Bazaar in Toronto, and it was at the same venue as the Pin and Patch show, the Toronto Media Art Center, and they had some vendors and stuff, and one of them was this person, Sebi Confetti, and she has super cute illustrative style pins, and I chose this little Taco Cat guy. I really like the flat feel and the bright colors with the dark black nickel plating. I ordered this one and got it maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and it's awesome. One of my favorites. Shop that I've traded with before, Netherway Workshop. They're super talented, and they've made this rainbow stack of Game Boy colors. I myself have the yellow one. I still have it, and I played my Pokemon Blue on it when I was a kid. And so this one has got all these colors, and it's got screen printed detail for the shadows of each of the Game Boys below. Such nice detail. Very pretty pin. And it came with this cute little sticker buddy. Which maybe I'll stick this on my Dymo label printer or something. So yeah, definitely go check them out. I really like this pin. It's time for the controversy. Blue Potion Co. You guys may or may not have heard of this artist. She's fairly popular, got a big following. I think she's from England, and she does a lot of conventions there. She does video game stuff, and she had this Kickstarter called Games Come to Life or something like that. And it was Game Boys, like Nintendo Switches and DS's and Game Boy Colors with like popular game characters coming out of them. This one is a Switch with Super Smash Bros. Characters coming out. And this one is another Switch with Katamari Damacy reroll character and the Katamari ball coming out. And you know I'm a big fan of Katamari myself. I've done my own Katamari ball pin. And I like these pins, and I like her designs. Well, before I get into the controversy, one thing I wish is that she kept the colors of the Switches consistent. This is a good color for it, but I don't think these blues work, and I don't like this faded red color. I like the super neon-y color. I wonder what color that is. And like, this pin is really nice. It's got lots of good silkscreen details. Super intricate. Like details on the prince's face and on the milk thing and the fresh and here. Lots of cute details. So as a pin, I really like it. This one I like a little less. As I've said, the colors aren't as crisp. But still good. However, apparently this artist steals from other artists. And I'm not going to explain the controversy too much because it's not really my story to tell. But apparently if she's taken like character designs straight from other artists. Like Mayoko did Game Boys with stuff coming out of them. And for one of her other, I think it was a Game Boy Advance, she took the exact same angle and lines that Mayoko did for her floral Game Boy pins. I don't know. There's a video on YouTube that you can look up about Blue Potion Co. And there's like a Twitter rant about her. She apparently like blocks and unfollows anybody who calls her out too. Which is kind of shitty behavior. I think it's... I don't want to... Yeah, my feelings are very conflicted on this. I kind of regret supporting Stolen Art Kickstarter, because that just encourages her to keep doing it more and rewards her for stealing. I do like these pins, but I probably wouldn't have pledged if I had known that they were stolen. Yeah, sorry I don't have a lot of concise thoughts about this, but definitely look into it more if it's something you're concerned about. Okay, I am back. I had to get some water and let the dog out. Shop Witch Visions. She made some super cute Powerpuff Girl pins. And I thought they were pretty, and so I asked to trade for them, and I also liked these pins from her shop as well. So this first one is birthday cake. It says grow up. I just thought the design was cute. And then a little party girl. I really like the sparkly hair. And her cute little nose and her tear. And so yeah, these are what they look like close up. Got cute little details in the eyelashes and little sparkles they all have are filled in with white glitter. She's doing a new version where this shine on the eyelid is silk screened, but I think this works nicely enough too. So if you wanted to get your hands on these pins, the new version would probably have silk screen. I don't know what other details she's added, but yeah, they are very pretty. So some of these don't have backing cards because they were on my pin board, but they are all by Sheila Wong. Where's the other one? Sheila. Okay, so I'll start with this one. Maybe I Belong Among the Stars. She does a lot of very designerly work. Like she uses Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, obviously, to make vector art. So the line art, I think she does anyways. So the lines are very crisp, and it's got a digital look as opposed to a hand drawn look. And I like both looks, but she does this look really well. And she's got a series of pins like these that all are sort of landscapey with sort of little quotes in the middle. And they're very pretty. This is a large pin too. And she also has this duo, yin and yang sort of composition. I like the colors in these. There's a black and white version, I think, as well. Or, yeah. They're, again, also quite large, and the colors are really pretty. And I like the sort of astrological, celestial look, the themes that she goes with. So yeah, these are the Pokey Burb houses. She did a Kickstarter for them, and I didn't pledge the Kickstarter. I did after see them and say, hey, we should do a trade. And she was happy to, so I was happy to trade for them. And they are Pokemon, bird Pokemon with little houses that are inspired by buildings in the different games. So I got Natu, Pidgey, and what's this one? Owlet or something like that. One of the starters from one of the games I didn't play. Shock, I didn't play a Pokemon game. Yeah, I didn't play a couple of the generations, but definitely played a lot of them. So yeah, they're nice and big, and I wish they were a little more vibrantly colored, but it's hard when you've got to work within sort of this color palette. This is why this one's my favorite, because I like the stripes and the yellow flowers. But they're very cute, and I really like the buildings and the way she's interpreted them as birdhouses. I think it's a really adorable concept. Okay, next one, just a one-off that I purchased for myself by a Canadian Toronto-based company called Happy Worker. They have a different one. They have the Charm of Good Fortune and Future Sight. They have a couple other ones, but this was the one that I really liked. The Charm of Boundless Creativity. And it's just this derpy, cute little buddy with a pencil, and I'm just all about this aesthetic. I think it's super cute. Yeah, the Good Luck Gang, that's what they are. And they're just little guys with faces like this. And this is a Disney pin. Whoa. So Disney has always done enamel pins. It's got the actual Mickey Mouse backy thing. My friend Tina, that I've done art trades with, she just moved to somewhere in California that is close to Disney World. And so she goes there a lot, and she got me this dog pin because I like 101 Dalmatians. So Disney, yeah, there are millions and millions of different Disney pins, official Disney pins, and then fan art Disney pins, which I'm sure Disney frowns at. But they're kind of like the originator or the repopularizer of this art form. But I'm not always a huge fan of the Disney ones because they feel too corporate, strangely enough. That's why I tend to prefer pins made by artists like myself and possibly yourself. But it's still a very sweet little pin, and I like that addition of glitter in the color. Okay. Last one in this tub. Didn't come on a backing card. It's by Bear Patrol. So it's based on their character that they do called Bear Boy, I believe. And it's a little devil version with a pitchfork. And I just really appreciate the addition of the red glitter only in the pitchfork. It gives it a nice multi-textural look, I guess. I don't know. Question mark, question mark. And the little face is adorable. So I got that guy. It's just been chilling on my desk. Alright, we made it through one container and one pile of pins. So this artist is in California, and I've liked this pin for ages. It's a beast. It's a bigger single pin than my two James Jean ones, which are huge. Together I think they're bigger, but like on its own it's bigger than one of them, if that makes sense. Like, and the artist is Britney Lou, I think. And she doesn't ship to Canada, so I got her to ship to my friend Tina, who sent me this. And yeah, Tina sent this on to me. And it's just so jumbo and so nice. I like the use of the gold as the stripes in this tiger. Like, look at that tiger. So good. I like it that she's treated it more as like a piece of art than like a piece of flair or an accessory. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do like that this feels like an artwork. Kind of like the James Jean one did. Yeah, so super gorgeous. And not like ridiculously expensive to buy this. So if you live in the States, you should definitely nab one. Alright, so next up is another tray. This is with Crymore brand. They are very nice. We did this, so I traded for hardback is cute. This soft enamel with epoxy pin of a little Game Boy. Can't tell if I'm getting the details in it. It's hard with the epoxy over top. Then I got this little cutie skull. Rose gold metal and just lots of pretty flowers. And this shiny pretty witch's hat. And the trash boy, which I think might be my favorite of the bunch, just because I like the design the most. Alright, moving along, got this group from Flea Circus Designs. So the first set I got were these cute vintage camera pins that she did in conjunction with broken cameras. And I liked the screen printing detail on the Polaroid one and the pretty pastel colors on this one. I don't know much about cameras, but I thought they were cool pins. And they also, Flea Circus also did a Kickstarter for these little weenie dogs a while back, and I thought they were really cute. These ones are balloon ones. So they are soft enamel with colored plating and then epoxy over top. So they're still smooth, and then screen printing on top of that, which I think looks really nice actually. I really like this shiny smoothness and cute colors. And then this is just a hard enamel with black nickel plating, little yellow weenie. Those ones are nice and simple, but also clean looking, which I like. And then these ones, I really like them. So Flea Circus has this little sort of character called Poe Egglesworth, who's a pigeon, a courier pigeon. And she has a lot of stamp themed and mail themed ones, and look how tiny. This feels very nice too. So smooth. And lots of cute details packed in there. These were a really nice surprise. I really like these two. And they also sent along this very cute little packet of post-it notes that are all pigeon themed and male themed. Yep. So funny. Those are cute. These ones are some new ones that I just got lately. I ordered these from 100% Soft, who makes really cute stuff. And it's a little can of La Croix. Americans might pronounce it La Croix, but it's a French word, and La Croix is pronounced La Croix. Fight me. Don't fight me, I don't want to fight. But look, it's the grapefruit La Croix. It's so cute, and the little face. Yeah, this is all screen printed, and I guess like a base color of enamel, but. And I think I like this one slightly better just because of all the colors. But it's a little TV with the color strips. I don't know what they called that. You know, when the TV channel thingy. Whatever. But yeah, all these color bars are screen printed as well as the face. Feels nice. I like these ones. They're good. Okay, so we have crossed over to the other side, and now we are ready for the Pin and Patch Expo haul. So my table mate beside me was Kuro. I'm not sure how they say it. And I just traded for these two little mini babies, a little dango and a little rabbit thingy. I don't know what that one is, but I thought they were sweet. Nice cute ones. They'll be good board fillers for whenever I have a board that will fit all this stuff. I'd seen this pin before and I'd wanted to get it, but I have a long pin list and I'm not going to go buy everything. It's by a Fink Inc, and they have a lot more cute pins too that are sort of socially conscious, tongue-in-cheek, feministy sort of ones. This is Toxic Masculinity. It's all black nickel. Might not be... Yeah, I guess it's black nickel. There's also just plain nickel plating, which looks a bit more gray, but this looks like black nickel. And very smooth. So, another good one. Okay. This one, this person, the aesthetic is very opposite to my personal art style, but they're gorgeous pins. And she's a firefighter, like a forest firefighter, I believe. Rambleonsupplyco, and she has been all over Canada, and so all of her pins are based on real mountain formations, and she's got like bears with really intricate line details and stuff in them. She has a whole bunch of pins and they're really beautiful, but I traded for this one. It's got like this one the most too. This is so intricate in here. Very pretty. Next, Sugar Bones. She's from Hamilton, so close to me, and she's very popular. And I got this Blood of My Enemies strawberry flavored pin as a trade. It's just so like extra, you know? It's a big pin. This is the type of pin that makes my husband roll his eyes because it's so over the top and he's not that kind of person. But I think it's fun. Yeah, it's really lots of detail packed in there and good use of screen printing. A lot of fun. So shiny. And heavy too. This little heart detail right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's so cute. And Lauren Schroer? I don't know how to say that last name, but I'm going to say it's Schroer. Maybe. She does a lot of Panic at the Disco and stuff themed. This is Panic at the Disco themed pin. And this one is just a sucker. And she has a whole bunch of different colors of these. And so we traded for those. She used to work with my cousin a couple years back. So we were in a pin pod together and she was like, I know your cousin. And I was like, what? Yeah. Small world. She has the most pretty clean branding too. Her color scheme's really good. I cannot do that because I am in love with too many colors and I cannot choose. So yeah, most of these pin makers are Canadian, I believe, which is nice. There were a couple of people who were from out of town, but I don't know if any of them were ones I traded with or not. So this is CJ Art Canada. She is a very sweet person. Got this hefty one. Those pretty colors, they're just so harmonious. Kind of like a record, maybe. I don't know, but pretty letters, and I just like the stars, and the colors are nice. And she's got some adorable kawaii fruit. I got this banana. I also kind of wish I got them the cherry one as well, but there's always the future. Very cute, and I like the little sparkles a lot. And the scale I like a lot. Body positivity, love yourself. Yeah, she has a couple different colorways of this, and the hearts are all screen printed. But I like this color combo the best. Pretty. We're getting there. Getting through it. These are by Majesty and Friends. I think she's from Alberta. Why am I saying it weird? Alberta. She's from Alberta, maybe Edmonton or Calgary. Those are the only two places in Alberta. Nowhere else exists. And I really like the heart one. I like white and gold pins, though I don't have as many as I would like. They make a really nice composition when they're all grouped together, though. And a cute little pretzel. I've seen this one around. She has a whole bunch of different colors, and I thought it was really cute. And the backing cards are nice as well. So those are good. I did a trade with Papricots, who I've got some of her pins from before. She doesn't put hers on backing cards, though. First off is this little cherry booty. Yeah, I've got the banana booty and a squash, a pumpkin squash, something or other with a booty. That's a cutie. And then I've got, she has a new series of pup food things, so this is a pup pretzel. I like her art style. It's cutesy and minimalistic and drawerly at the same time. And this one, popcorn, with the screen printing. Always a sucker for screen printing. I like them. Okay, next we've got a whole bunch from Tiny Castle Co. He's really nice. I like meeting all the pin makers too. So we traded for a bunch. His stuff is all very clean and minimalistic. I like the look. And the backing cards are so fun. On the back of the backing cards. So, little hot dog. A little spaceship. A little computer. Old school Mac. Of course I'm drawn to it because of the rainbows. And these two I think are my favorite. A little happy toilet paper. And a little skull, which I really like. Yeah, those are nice, clean, minimal ones. These ones would be good on clothes because they're sort of easy to read from a distance. Alright, next we've got Zeller pins. And she also has a Katamari pin, so of course we had to trade. Ishigo is the strawberry dude's name. And it's a spinner! Wow! Hard to spin myself. Yes, but it's a pretty sweet pin there. Thick boy, obviously. And I just thought this one was really cute. I think it's from Animal Crossing, which I haven't played, and I'm sure if I played it I would become addicted because that's the kind of person I am. But I just haven't. But by itself, this design is very cute. I like the little butterfly. Red Ribbon Shop. Let me just say, this is a very pretty backing card with the shiny metallic gold ink. It's not foil, it's ink I think, but it still looks really pretty. And then I got these two fish boys. I like their simple, clean lines. And if possible, I'm more excited about these ones because they're tiny. They're little tiny dinosaurs. And they've got silk screen details. And they've got like different colored enamel. They're not all one color. Little T-Rex. I kind of wish I'd gotten the whole set. But again, there's always the future. And they're very cute. These are super tiny. Like, for comparison, this is a tiny pin. So they're little board filler sized dinos. Really like them. They're very cute. Next I got these two from Tiny Blades Project. And they are, again, polar opposite to my style, but they're just gorgeous, you know? Some pins are cute, some are pretty, some are funny. These are just like the most beautiful pins. And this one is black nickel and this one's silver plating. And they're just so smooth. Ugh. Like to run my thumb over this is a very satisfying tactile experience. It's just beautiful and smooth. So she actually does cut paper work. So you can't really see her logo very well, but it's an embossed, or is it debossed? It's protruding. Tiny Blades Project with little X-Acto knife, so she does a lot of precise paper work, and a lot of her pins are based off of her paper pieces. This one's like a little potion pot with smoke coming out of it. These are very pretty. And similar aesthetic, but a bit more art, like a bit more surrealist, is Kimmy Kim, and her stuff is very fun. I like the use of the bright colors. But like these five look really nice together. Maybe it's just the white backing cards or something, I don't know. So first off, we've got this little peach buddy. And she says it says juicy in Japanese. I'll have to take her word for it. But I really like this color combo and just how it's kind of like, as I said, surreal with the eyeballs, stars popping out, and kind of like, not unsettling, but like adjacent to unsettling, but on the nicer side. Quirky maybe is the word, I don't know. I need a thesaurus. And I've seen this one before online, and I just thought it was so cool. Really like the polka dots with the red. Feels very fashion. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, and then this one is like a little leaf tree cloud island thing. I don't know. I like it. It's abstract feeling, but representational at the same time. And it's shiny. Yeah. I would get more from her. And I would get more from this person too. I knew I wanted to trade with her from the get-go because I saw her on Pin and Patch Expo's Instagram page. And I was like, I want those. So it's a little doggy. She doesn't watch Adventure Time, but this looks very similar to one of Jake's kids with Lady Rainicorn. Just similar aesthetic, not a direct rip-off or anything. It's her original character, but it reminds me of that. A little skateboarding cool dog. I like the backing card, it's pretty. And then this little Detective Pikachu is so cute. And the screen printing is so smooth and good. She has more that I would have traded for too, but I didn't want to be like, take more of my pins that you may not like as much as I like your pins. So I let her set the amount. Super cute. And last but not least, we've got a big haul from Celestial Fox. She's GTA based as well, and I've gotten pins from her before. I pledged to her one of her older Kickstarters, and she was super nice and wanted to trade a whole bunch, so I was like, yes, I will trade as much as you will let me. So I got this Ticket to Dreamland, Escape from Reality, and she's got 4 colors of silkscreen on it, and glitter. So like, all of the different things you can do. The thing I like about her pins is that they're all definitely by the same person. Like her branding is on point, her color palette. Like she never she keeps it very in line for her aesthetic. Whereas me, I'm not good at that. I go all over the place. You know, I want to do something that looks a little bit like this. So I want to do something that looks like that. Like, you can't necessarily look at one of my pins or one of my paintings and say, this is all, like, all of her stuff and know it's me. Whereas with Celestial Fox, like, her aesthetic is so refined that you can tell. And they all look beautiful together. So I showed you that one. This one I like. Gigi Easy. She had a couple others, Get Wrecked and stuff. She sold out of the Nerf this one, which I probably would have gotten a while ago because of Diva from Overwatch, but I like this one, and I like yellow a lot. And I got this beautiful Baby Steps one. There's a black version of it, but I wanted to keep it all in the pastel stuff because it's pretty. And I'm liking hands with these details lately. I showed you this before. I have in front of me this Harry Potter set. This sort of hand with a ruffled cuff. Yeah, so I like that look. She's got heart backings. And I thought this Minesweeper one was very cute. Again, good hand feel, smooth. It's called Sweetheart Game Help, and it's got score silk screened on. And then different colors for all the little different, like 2 and 3 and 1, you know, where the bombs are nearby. Or the mines, I should say. And these ones were from another Kickstarter that was like nautical themed, I think. This is Vitamin C. It's a little pill, and it's the ocean, and it's got beautiful silkscreen details, and I just like the line work on that little swooshy wave of water. See, it's just clean and elegant, but also cutesy and colorful. Aspirations, man. And this lovely aquatic treasure chest with flowers in. Okay, so that's my haul lately. I do have more pin trays coming. I am ashamed to say. I keep in my planner, at the bottoms, I keep track of all the trades and Kickstarters and purchases I've got, and got a few more coming. But I did get 2 this week that I had been waiting a while for. But I'm trying to dial it back because even though it's just trading and I'm not paying like market price for pins, I'm still sacrificing stock that I could sell for market price, and I'm still paying for shipping. So it's not the smartest economic choice. It's the choice fueled by my addiction to pins. And I'm also like running out of space to put stuff, and I'm gonna have like enough pins to cover an entire wall one day, which is not ideal. But I just gotta ride this addiction out. Yeah, and I've been pledging to a couple Kickstarters. I'm trying not to do so many, but I do like to support the community. You know, it's weird when you see somebody who's asking you to buy into their brand and buy into their products or whatever, but they don't buy into the stuff they're selling, and they don't involve themselves in the community. I like to be involved, and I'd like to get more involved, which is why I really like the Pin and Patch Expo, because meeting more of my fellow pin addicts was fun. So yeah, it's a fine line of trying to budget for stuff and then also trying to fuel a pin addiction. So yeah, be careful with your money and be careful with your pin trays. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this long video. I'm sure it's very long if I haven't split it up into 2. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the editing. But have a good one, and hopefully I'll have more videos coming up soon. This summer was just really busy prepping for stuff. And yeah, okay, so goodbye. Have a good whatever day I end up posting this on.